Hello and welcome back with me, Admiral, joining me back on Star Trek Fleet Command as always. So in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the away teams, what they are, how to do them, what to look for within them, and just basically give my 2 cents on them. I know this is a little bit late. We should have done this really last week, but as everyone knows, we had a few complications. I'm still on readiness, however, we haven't gone anywhere, so I thought I should start doing the videos again just in case we don't end up going anywhere. So I'm just going to keep cracking on until I get a signal saying I'm going to go. So here we go. Just a quick reminder to everyone that has joined the channel. Thank you so much, and don't forget to join the Discord, which is where I will keep you posted if I do end up going away or doing anything outside of this. I can keep you posted over there, so just join the Discord. Link is down below in the description. So let's jump right in. So the main basic overview is what you're going to get with the away missions. It's going to look something very similar to this. You might have less rows, you might have more. It doesn't really matter. The most you can get is 6 anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 is the most you can get in terms of slots. So you might have less slots, or you might have the 6th one. I could only have the 5 open due to the research. So we'll talk a little bit about the research as well. But the main goal of these, so you need to make sure you're looking at the duration of the missions. So this one, for example, is 2 days, and then 3 days, 1 day, 8 hours for both of them 2 bottom ones. And then you need to then take that into consideration, because when you go into the mission itself, the 8-hour missions are obviously not going to give you as many resources compared to potentially your 3-day missions. And also the 3-day missions also give you a chance to win a sort of unique award. In this case, it's 15 uncommon 3-star crystal, which is always nice to have. But obviously, it depends on the chance of your team. So, for example, if I show you what I mean by that. So, if we can't put Kirk on, but we'll just try and find anyone. So, Bones, Vermit, and Navi. So, we put them on. As you can see here, I would never send this team away, because as you see here, I am only 99% chance of getting it. And this is not what you want to do. You want to try and maximize the amount you're getting. So every time your crew maximizes and you get over 100%, anything then over that 100% limit increases the amount of resources then you gain. So just bear that in mind. So if I was 100 and I don't know, we'll try and find one where we can actually get over 100. We've got one with health here, so let's try some health officers. Bones again, and then Kumak. So as you can see here, we're over 100%, and our bonus is 1.19. So we just take Bones off a sec. We start with a base value of 4,320, and then when we put him on, it increases it by obviously quite substantially to 5,143. So that's how you basically min-max what you need to do, and obviously trying unique officers. The key one you need to go for is don't spread them out. You want to go for this key stat. So in case, for all these are all primarily health officers. So obviously I have got better ones, but they're all currently on ships. So if you want to send them on away missions, you need to take them off the ships prior to coming to obviously here. And then you can then obviously access them with that type of stuff. And they all require different things. So this one requires defense. And then there's normally one with attack here. So this one requires attack. And then you just filter through. Obviously, your strongest ones are going to be at the front. So in this case, I could send them, for example. This is quite a good one because they all have very high attack for all of them. Obviously, these are slightly better, but they're all currently on shifts. But in this case, they're on 2.11%. So if I come off that, they can do it with just them two if they really wanted to. And it's still getting a bonus of 1.5. But we start in value is 280, and obviously we can get that up quite substantially just by obviously adding them, as well as getting up the XP for the officers as well. I wouldn't really do these missions because they're kind of pointless, these ones, to be honest. There is certain missions that you should do, and certain missions that you definitely probably shouldn't do. The escort missions, these are very good missions to do just because they're pretty easy to obtain, and they give you quite substantial amount of resources, as well as getting the star chart as well. So you get the service awards, which is what you need for your research, and you need your star charts to activate some of the higher leveled sort of missions, i.e. these ones. So you need a certain amount of star charts to activate them as well. obviously just bearing in mind when you do send the officers, look at the duration, because that is the biggest thing that's going to throw you. Because if you send someone now that you're going to need within the next 3 days, then that quite might, affect the way you do stuff. Which leads on to some of the later videos that I've done recently with regards to PvP, with regards to PvE style of crew layouts and stuff. I've used crews on there that, quite frankly, are, if you want to send your better officers to get these missions done, you can, because there's some alternatives on there. So I suggest you go check them videos out if you haven't already. But they're on the playlist, so you should be able to find them pretty easily. But that's the basic of all of these. My 2 cents on this so far is I love the concept. I love the idea of the away missions. They're very good. Adds an extra dynamic to the game that I really like to see. However, I don't think the rewards personally are as good as they should be. And as well as, for example, the geothermal conditioning one. So we just click that one for a second. This bonus chance to get uncommon, the uncommon 3-star, that shouldn't be a bonus chance. That should be a refined crystal. That they should be here, and then the bonus should be rare, in my opinion. They should be, because at the end of the day, this is a rare reward. So this is a very high level reward. Obviously, one lower than Ultra. So when it comes to the uncommons, they should be a standard gift, and then maybe get the rare as the crit bonus. However, so I think they can definitely utilize these better, and I also don't think the rewards that you get in them are good enough either. They're not as much as you should be getting, especially when it comes to like Officer XP or Federation credits, for example. I mean, it's a good amount of credits, but you're not guaranteed to get this. So even when I put all of these, like I say, I put all these officers in, we get to 100, but we only have a 20% chance to get these credits, which is not a very good amount, not a very good amount of chance. So it's a 1 in 5 chance, basically. That's what you're looking at to get this amount of credits, which, to be honest, you might not end up getting, and you've just wasted your officers for 2 days just to get them. So you should either guarantee these or just none at all. You don't need the Federation. In my opinion, you don't need Federation points in terms of reputation points. Just replace them, put the Federation credits there, guarantee getting credits every time, and that will make these missions so much more usable and so much better in the future. They should just increase the rewards for them as well. So the Federation, especially for 2 days, you're sacrificing 3 officers, 3 very highly skilled officers for unique purposes for 2 days. That's a long time in this game. So you should be getting better rewards, in my opinion. Please let me know your thoughts down below, whether you think you agree with me or whether you disagree with me and you think the rewards are fine at the moment. I'm really interested to see what you think as well. With regards to the actual research though, so if we quickly go over to the research, and the way to access it is the usual format. So you go into your research building, or obviously on the side. I can't go on the side, but if you go into research building, you now got the 6 different categories, and as you can see here, you got away missions, and you start off with all these missions, and then it goes all the way across and keeps going and keeps going, and there's quite a lot in here, so it's quite daunting. My advice to anybody is focus on these first initial ones first, because they unlock more slots, they unlock the uncommons, they unlock the rares, and they unlock special ability, so you can actually get officer shots, and you can then get blueprints for ships. You also, just a quick note, you do not need to have the Ultra, as I found out. You do not need this one, the unlock epic assignments one. You do not need that to unlock ship blueprints for epic ships. So because I got the D4 the other day, for example, so you just need this one unlocked, and you can get them every now and again whenever it refreshes and whenever it pops up. You can get epic ships as part of your critical bonus if you can get it high enough. So definitely make your way down to here first. I would start by making your way down to this, unlocking all of these, because it unlocks all the slots, and you end up with 5 slots that you can run or you can choose from, and obviously that's quite useful, as well as unlocking the rare assignments. And then the nanoprobes. The nanoprobe one is probably my most favorite one, because you do get quite a substantial amount of nanoprobes, and it means you don't have to go hunting with your Vidar, which takes the best part of potentially an hour or potentially a couple of hours, depending on how big your Vidar is. But yeah, it could take quite a while. So these are actually really good ones to have, because I ended up getting about 300,000 off one. So I didn't have to go for a fair few days on that one. And then obviously this one. And then once you've moved on from them, then start doing your research tree, which is basically from the survey nacelles. So you're going to unlock the survey nacelles. You're going to tier 1 all of these, so you can then tier 1 all of your power. And then you can move on to transport capacity, and then move on to doing your, obviously, your gas, your ore, and your crystal extractors, which obviously is going to speed up your mining capabilities, which is always a good thing to have. Then further progressing then into shields, and then other bits and bobs, which, you know, we'll talk about in a future video more in depth once I've unlocked a little bit more of them. And then you get shuttle bays. So just bearing in mind, to get this one unlocked, which is what I'm recommending people to do, to get this blueprint one unlocked, you only need a shuttle bay of level 24. So if you can get to level 24, you can then unlock this. And then I would put it on hold. Do not need to upgrade your shuttle bay after that point straight away. Start doing some of these research trees that you can see, like the nacelles. That will increase the speed it takes, or your ship can get around the galaxy, which is always going to be useful as well. And then obviously you can start increasing its firepower. But obviously these are against hostiles, so not against players, so bear that in mind. So they are against hostiles, but that can help you with your PvE style play, gameplay, which is always good. And then you got your transport capacity 5%, so on, all the way up to 40%, and then the different stuff there. So I'm not going to repeat myself, but that's how you unlock them. That's what my recommendations are. If you vary from these recommendations, again, please let me know in the comments down below. If this video has been useful, then give it a thumbs up. If it hasn't, then give it a thumbs down. Please let me know why it hasn't been useful, and in the comments down below. Other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.